right, Shalom. First and foremost, I want to give all praises, glory, and honor to Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem Rakakwadash. Double honors to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone who rule well and teach well, being great examples to us younger brothers. And peace and blessings to the hopeful elect, pushing His word with all righteousness and sincerity. Shalom. So, as you can see on the screen, the CEO of Twitter posted this. He says hyperinflation is going to change everything. It's happening. So these Edomites can see the fall of the economy and eventually the fall of this kingdom coming right behind it. So I just want to grab a few scriptures going into that, and then I'm going to play a little clip. I'm going to start here in 2nd Ezra chapter 16, starting in verse 14. Behold, the plagues are sent and shall not return again until they come upon the earth. The fire is kindled and shall not be put out till it consume the foundation of the earth. Like as an arrow which is shot of a mighty archer returneth not backward, even so the plagues that shall be sent upon earth shall not return again. So Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai, once he decided to begin the ending of this place, it's not going to reverse. All the plagues we see going on, the oncoming famines, even the famines going on currently, with the droughts, the plagues of the fires, the plagues of these different diseases that Esau's created and is putting out, that's not going to, as it would say in, I believe, Isaiah 55, it's not going to return into him void. It's like, let me grab that. This is Isaiah chapter 55 and 11. So shall my word be that goeth forth out of my mouth. It shall not return unto me void, but it shall accomplish that which I please, and it shall prosper in the thing whereto I sent it. And what's that? The downfall and destruction of this place. The word of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai went out. So now we're seeing the fall of Babylon the Great, and it's going to prosper. Everything he said is going to happen. Let me see here. Verse 17. Woe is me, woe is me, who will deliver me in those days? The beginning of sorrows and great mournings, the beginning of famines and great death, the beginning of wars. The powers shall stand in fear, the beginning of evils. What shall I do when these evils shall come? Verse 9, and we know that we gotta believe on Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai. That's our hedge of protection. Verse 19. Behold, famine and plague, tribulation and anguish are sent as scourges for amendment, and that's amendment goes into correction, because everything about this society needs to be pulled up from the roots and began anew. Verse 20. But for all these things they shall not turn from their wickedness, nor be always mindful of the scourges. So right, these people aren't going to return from their wickedness. They're going to see all these death and calamities going on, but they're going to continue in their folly and their wickedness, even though they can see their society crumbling to pieces. Verse 21 is the point. Behold, victuals shall be so good cheap upon earth, that they shall think themselves to be in good case, and even then shall evils grow upon the earth, sword, famine, and great tribulation. This hyperinflation that's incoming is imminent. There's nothing stopping it. It's going to cause these people to die of famines. People are going to die of the sword, or people running into people's houses, killing families, all types of things. And let me see. I'll go to verse 22. For many of them that dwell upon earth shall perish of famine, and the other that escape the hunger shall the sword destroy. So people are going to die from lack of food because they're not going to be able to afford to buy this food because the hyperinflation is going to make the price so astronomical that it's not people aren't going to be able to eat. And the ones that did store up food, if they don't have the hedge of protection from Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai, they're going to end up getting killed by these roaming mobs, marauders, people running through houses to steal their goods. So I'm gonna play this clip really quick. Let me see if I got it. Here we go. And this is a good channel, Full Spectrum Survival. I'll put the link to the video in the description if you want to watch the rest of it. It's just gonna be about a minute.
Get ready for inflation higher than your worst nightmare as warnings from the CEO to Twitter and Square began to pick up and become mirrored by leading economists who are all saying that not just inflation, not deflation, not stagflation, but hyperinflation will happen soon. It will happen to the United States of America, and it will happen to the world. Hyperinflation is going to change everything, the CEO to Twitter and Square said. This is his warning last night. In a stark warning, the co-founder claims that things in the USA are about to get a lot worse. If you had a couple of weeks' notice, maybe even a couple of months' notice, how would you get ahead? What purchases would you be making? If you can help just one person in the comment box, please let them know that they have that chance.
Okay, so that's basically the point right there, man. That they know that this economy is crumbling because they're trying to bring in that new world order. So they're trying to destroy the American economy in order to bring in this global system. But that way they can eventually push the MOTB. And he was about to start getting into being prepared and different preparedness methods that these preppers like to use. But we know the only preparation really is through these scriptures, as it says in, I think it's Isaiah 33:6. Let me see. That wisdom and knowledge shall be the stability of our times. Salak Khan. Isaiah 33:6. Wisdom and knowledge shall be the stability of thy times and strength of salvation. The fear of the Lord is his treasure. So this wisdom and knowledge of the scriptures is going to be our stability during those times. Now, I'm not saying don't have any preparations, because that wouldn't be wise to go in here entirely unprepared, because we can see these things coming, so we can make the the adjustments accordingly in order to put ourselves in a better standing right now. So I'm gonna go grab. Well, first, let me grab this. The definition of hyperinflation. All right. Okay, this is off of Business Insider. What is hyperinflation? Hyperinflation describes a situation when the cost of goods and services rapidly increase. One definition of hyperinflation is inflation of more than 50% per month, which is about 600% per year, says Alexander Tomic, blah, blah, blah. But this is just a starting point. Hyperinflation can easily go to millions of percent per year. So that's what we're about to start seeing, man. To better understand, it can be helpful to first define what normal inflation is. In short, inflation is the rising cost of goods and services over time. A low level of inflation, such as 2%, could be a sign of healthy economies. Slowly increasing prices can encourage people and businesses to spend or invest their money and can help keep the economy moving along. You may notice inflation over time as prices for basic products slowly increase. But imagine, and this is the point I wanted to get to, it's like it. But imagine seeing the cost of a gallon of milk double every few months, or as it was in the case of Hungary after World War II. After World War II, prices doubling every 15 hours, and that's what we're about to go into, man. At times we've never seen before. Jacob's trouble, that hyperinflation, things are going to be astronomically priced. Like it says here, doubling every 15 hours. Imagine things doubling every hour, or like you go into the store, you grab a tube of toothpaste for $3. You turn around, you go 5 minutes later, and you see that same tube of toothpaste is $10, $15, $20. So things are going to be doubling, tripling, quadrupling in price day to day. Okay. What was that? What I get? So I wanted to grab Ephesians 5. Let's see. Salakia. I'll start in 15, Ephesians 5 and 15. Going into these times that we're going into, or we're in really, but we're about to get even deeper into. Ephesians 5 and 15. See then that ye walk circumspectly, not as fools, but as wise. And we get our wisdom from the knowledge and understanding of the scriptures. Redeeming the time, because the days are evil. So yeah, we're redeeming in the time right now because we see the evil days coming. And so it's time to get tighter in to the ministry, man. Stay close and make sure you're paying attention to videos that brothers is posting, different articles brothers are post, and just so you know, so you can see what's coming, because that's the foresight that we've been given by Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai. Let me see. Next, I'll grab Proverbs 10. Okay. Proverbs 10 and starting verse 2. Treasures of wickedness profit nothing, but righteousness delivereth from death. The Lord will not suffer the soul of the righteous to famish, but he casteth away the substance of the wicked. So right, all these preppers trying to prepare things to wait out these coming destructions, the plagues and the famines. That's going to be all for naught. Like it says, riches profited not in the day of wrath. So if you people storing up gold and money, and that's their only hope for survival, and they don't have the hedge of Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai, then that's going to be all for naught. Like it says here, treasures of wickedness profited nothing. So all these wicked people out here storing up goods. They might be storing up those goods for a man of the Lord to come across, man. A brother could be had not ate for 2 or 3 days and stumble across a bunker, a doomsday bunker from one of these Edomites out here, and it'd be stocked full of food. So they're doing that for the men of the Lord, because it's not going to profit them. Let me see here. Psalm 37 and 25. Because that guy on that channel, he, like I said, he was eventually getting into different preparedness techniques. Now, brothers, we take the appropriate steps to have some type of protection measures during those times. Like brothers, just getting some food together, getting some water together, sleeping bags and whatnot. Because you don't want to just be entirely unprepared. But we know that at the end of the day, our protection comes from Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai, and through these scriptures, man. The wisdom, knowledge, and understanding. So what was I, 37? And I'll start in 2025, because the Lord is going to take care of us during those times. Psalm 37:25. I have been young and now I'm old, yet have I not seen the righteous forsaken, nor his seed begging bread. He is ever merciful and lendeth. So like he is ever merciful and lendeth, and his seed is blessed. So the Lord is not going to forsake his chosen ones, man. The Lord willing we be of that elect number, man. That Yahweh Shemel chose from the beginning. That he's going to protect us during those times. So we're not going to have to worry about where we get our food or water from, or whatever dangers. That's like it. Whatever dangers we go through, because we know that Yahweh Shemel Shai is going to take care of us. This is Matthew chapter 6. And let's see here. I'll start in verse 25. Matthew 6:25. Therefore I say unto you, take no thought for your life, what ye shall eat, nor what ye shall drink, nor yet for your body, what ye shall put on. So, right, we're not supposed to worry what we're going to eat in those times, what we're going to drink in those times, where our next shelter is going to come from, or what kind of clothes we're going to have. Is not life more than meat, and the body more than raiment? Verse 26. Behold the fowls of the air, for they sow not, neither do they reap, nor gather into barns, yet your heavenly Father feedeth them. Are they not much better? Salakia. Are ye not much better than they? So right, the birds, they get fed every day. They get their water, they get their daily bread, so to speak, and they don't do the work for Yahweh Shemel Shai that we do. So are we not much better than they are? So why would we expect nothing less from Yahweh Shemel Shai, or anything less? Because we know that if we continue in the work, if we endure, that he's going to protect us, whatever judgments or not, whatever situations that we come into or befall us, we're going to be protected in those days. Let me see, did I have anything else? I think that was the point. I mean, there's other scriptures I can grab, you know. Let me see. Let me go to Luke chapter 12. I think that's what I was looking for. Okay, yeah, this is basically the same thing. Going into how the birds were fed of Yahweh Shemel Shai. This is what I needed right here. The why y'all bet you go outside. I'll close with this. Let him which is on the housetop. This is Matthew 24 and 17. going into basically, if you're out and about, don't return to get your things, man. You just gotta trust on the Lord. Like if you put a bug out bag together and you happen to be out at work and everything fall apart, this is what you're supposed to do, man. Matthew 24:17. Let him which is on the housetop not come down to take anything out of his house, neither let him which is in the field return back to take his clothes. Right? Verse 19, woe unto them that are with child and to them that give suck in those days. So, man, we're not supposed to try to run back home and come get things and gather up your stuff to, you know, to get ready to go back and, run into the woods or whatever. Like, if you're out, then you're just out. And you just got to lean on the Spirit to guide you into whatever situation you're going through. Let me see. Let's see if that was it. Okay, found what I was looking for. I got two more scriptures that I'm gonna close it out. So this is Luke chapter 17, and I'll start in verse 28. Likewise, also as it was in the days of Lot, they did eat, they drank, they bought, they sold, they planted, they builded. But the same day that Lot went out from Sodom, it rained fire and brimstone from heaven and destroyed them all. Even thus shall it be in the day when the Son of Man is revealed. In that day, he which shall be on the housetop and his stuff in the house, let him not come down to take it away. And he that is in the field, let him likewise not turn back. Remember Lot's wife. Whosoever shall seek to save his life shall lose it, and whosoever shall lose his life shall preserve it. Right? So we can't be afraid to lose these possessions that we have out here, man. Whatever you stored up, whether you get to use it or not, it's the will of Yahweh Shemi Hawashai. So if brothers prepare, brothers get sleeping bags and things together, different food items, herbs and whatnot. And, if you get a chance to use them, then, by all means. But if you're out and you don't get to make it back to the house, then you just got to trust on Yahweh Shemi Hawashai, and he'll deliver you in those times. So I want to close with this right here. In Ecclesiasticus 2, and I'll start in let me see. Oh man. I can start in verse 1. My son, if thou come to serve the Lord, Salakia, if thou come to serve the Lord, prepare thy soul for temptation. Set thy heart aright and constantly endure, and make not haste in time of trouble, right? So when we come into different troubling situations, we're supposed to pray to the Lord, and he'll guide us out of that, man. Cleave unto him and depart not away, that thou mayest be increased at thy last end. And that's what we want, man. We want to be increased at the end when Yahweh Shemi Hawashai comes. Verse 4, whatsoever is brought upon thee, take cheerfully, and be patient when thou art changed to a low estate. So right, man, we're supposed to, as they say, smile in the face of adversity. Whatever's going on, Yahweh Shemi Hawashai is going to take care of us. So, you just put a smile on and just take it, man, no matter what it is. Like it says, so we may have to give our lives for Yahweh Shemi Hawashai, and if that be our lot, then so be it, man. Like it says in the scriptures, man, the dead in Yahushai are raised first. So that's an honorable death if that be your lot. Verse 5, for gold is tried in the fire, an acceptable man in the furnace of adversity. Believe in him, and he will help thee. Order thy way aright, and trust in him. So he's going to point us in the right direction whenever we go through this time. Ye that fear the Lord, wait for his mercy, and go not aside, lest ye fall. So we gotta wait on the Spirit to guide us. We can't just make decisions in haste, like I said earlier. I think it's in Proverbs 16, where it says the ways of a man are death. So, you don't want to be making the wrong decisions in these times, man. Verse 8. Ye that fear the Lord, believe him, and your reward shall not fail. So we're waiting on that reward, man. Verse 9. Ye that fear the Lord, hope for good, and for everlasting joy and mercy. And here's the point. This is what I'll close on. Look at the generations of old. See did ever any trust in the Lord and was confounded? So were any men of the Lord confused and with the decisions of Yahweh Shem Yahushai? Or did any abide in his fear and was forsaken? Did the Lord forget any of his men? Any of the men that did the work of Yahweh Shem Yahushai? Or whom did he ever despise that called upon him? That's the point right there, man. I'll read verse 11. For the Lord is full of compassion and mercy and long suffering, and very pitiful, and forgiveth sins and saveth in time of affliction. So that's the point, man. Going through this, even though this hyperinflation is an imminent threat to Esau's kingdom, the men of Yahweh Shem Yahushai, Lord willing, we be of those elect, man. We have nothing to worry about. We're gonna be provided for in those times. So I pray that lesson was edifying. I want to close by giving all praises, glory, and honor to Yahweh B'Hashem Yahushai, B'Hashem Kakwadash. Double honors to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone who rule well and teach well. And peace and blessings to the hopeful elect, pushing his word with all righteousness and sincerity. Shalom, Abba Babal. DTA soon, man. We almost home.